Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Manifest. I hope you all had a fantastic week and that you enjoyed last week's video. I mean, I'm sure plenty of people have talked about Luigi's Mansion 2 HD so far and all that, but it was nice to finally go through it, finish it, and actually, actually, like, experience it for myself. Like I said, still a great game, but I would say the weakest out of the three entries in terms of the Luigi's Mansion games. Really, really hope that they put a remastered version of the first Luigi's Mansion on Switch, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, enough about that. Like a precursor, there's like last week's stuff. This week, we're talking about Core Keeper. Because Core Keeper is a game that I got really, really fixated on. I'm actually playing it right now. We technically, me, RC, and Zunder, we already beat it all together, but I'm just kind of leveling up my fishing just to do it, and also just to have the background music playing, because the composer did a really good job with the music in this game. It's very relaxing. So for those of you that do not know, Core Keeper is a survival crafting game on, I guess it's on every system. I don't know. I played it on the Xbox app on PC. Pretty sure it's on Steam, probably on Switch. It's a fun little game, and it has built-in multiplayer, like online multiplayer, and it was very easy to just set up a room and then give codes to my friends, and we went through it. I mean, that will... by the time this video comes out, no, there won't be any Core Keeper video because we're still working on the rotation of Luigi's Mansion 2, Control, and Sandrock. Oh God, there's still Sandrock videos. It took us a really long time to get through Sandrock, but we did it. And Sandrock Online was fun. But also, like, it was a little lacking because of the fact that the storyline there wasn't much to the storyline because there just wasn't. It was basically just doing a bunch of commissions that ran alongside the way that the main story worked, but wasn't actually a part of the story. Like you didn't really get as many of the meaningful, like, relationship type things. Like, I don't think there were even, I don't think there were, ow. Let me finish fishing first. Sorry. You know, see, this is probably the first one where I've been playing the game as I was talking about the game, but don't worry about it. Anyway, Sandrock, fun, but the multiplayer was a bit lacking. Like, if you just like building stuff and making money and not worrying too much about things, cool. But the main game definitely was way more in-depth, and every time you did a commission for somebody in the main game, or the regular game, you get affection points from that person, which makes sense. On the online, you don't, so it was a lot harder to, like, get the townsfolk to like you. Anyway, I'm sorry, I keep going off topic. I mean, we're only 3 minutes in the video, but it's very easy, because a lot of these games we've played together, and Core Keeper was one of them. Core Keeper is a lot of fun multiplayer, and honestly a lot easier. I think the bosses might have more health when there are more people online, but it doesn't matter because you're doing a lot more damage. Like, my only real gripe about Core Keeper, like, I don't mind the grind. There's something about it that's just very cathartic for me. Like, it's nice, it's relaxing. Like, doing fishing right now. Hopefully you guys don't mind the random fishing noises as I'm doing this video, but I also wanted the background music. It seemed fitting. But yeah, Core Keeper, lots of fun. Like, all of your skills go up. Like, your mining goes up every time. Like, you get experience every time you hit a wall. Your vitality gets experience every time you kill an enemy. Basically you have that and gardening to get up to the point where you can make golden crops, and fishing where you just fish lots and lots of fish and also get more rare items, stuff like that. So it was kind of fun. Like, and honestly, I played it way more than RC and Zunder. Like, Zunder was like, I'll do a little bit of grinding off stream. And I was like, okay. And then I played probably like 40 hours or so off stream, just gathering things and digging through walls and getting my skills up. But like the only real gripe I have about the game is the power creep is a little ridiculous getting closer to the end. Like the first few areas, not too bad. After you kind of go into the hard mode, and granted, Terraria kind of does the same thing, and I feel like this was modeled a lot after, obviously, like Terraria, Minecraft, other crafting survival games. If you've played Terraria, when you get into hard mode, it does the step up in difficulty is pretty big, and like once you get to the final boss of Terraria is insane. But once you fight him a couple of times and you get the materials you need to make like end game weapons and armor and stuff, he's not as bad. Still kind of rough. And I'd say the same for this game. I did complain a little bit on like the final boss because he has some mechanics that I found to be a little bullshit, but that's mostly because I just kept going into them every time I died and was trying to get my corpse. But I will say one of the nice things about this game is every time you die, you do drop your stuff, but it all drops in a neat gravestone. And I think the most we've died in a row is maybe 4 to 5 times. Don't know if there's an upper limit to the amount of gravestones you drop, but you never truly lose anything unless you just choose not to pick up your gravestones, which I guess you could do if you want, but you might as well get your stuff. So basically the be all and end all of this is if you like Minecraft and the Terraria and like just 8-bit graphics and all that and grinding out stuff and building things, I'd say to check out Core Keeper. It's a lot of fun, especially if you can get in there with like some friends to like just mess around and do stuff, or be like me and just lay a whole lot of railway tracks and then later on just not ever use them because you start running so fast it doesn't even matter, or you just get a lot of teleport points. Like it starts off a little slow, but I mean once you get into it, like it's very easy to get into because like the crafting is very like laid out for you. Much like Terraria, you just kind of go to a crafting station and you immediately can make whatever you can make, you know. And then you get to the next tier of ore and you smelt that and turn it into a bench and make the next level of things, and you just keep going so on and so forth until you get to the end of the game. It's definitely a lot of fun going through. I will say, it does kind of suck because my current build is a mining build, which sounds weird, but it has like the highest damage output of like anything. And I was like, oh, I kind of, because at first I was going for melee, and technically what I do is melee, but it's just like if I was using a sword, I would do like a fraction of the damage I do now. And also I can mine through walls really easily, so it works very well. Like there's that, and there's summoning, and there's magic and other stuff, and while those are cool and all, it's just, it kind of sucks when there's one thing that definitely outclasses them all, which like I said, like you get a mining laser that just doesn't break. It is granted, a lot of the mining gear and stuff is like this stuff that I got is fairly late game, so it's not like you're overpowered from the start, but once you get this and level it up, you can do some crazy damage. But yeah, oh man, I thought this video was gonna be a bit longer. I mean, the Luigi's Mansion one was at least 16 minutes, but at the same time, there was a lot more to talk about with Luigi's Mansion because I was comparing it to the first and third. Speaking of which, there will be a Luigi's Mansion 3 Monday Manifest because I'm going to go, it's almost October, so I'm going to go through it again because while I have a playthrough of Luigi's Mansion 3 up on YouTube now, the quality is not great. I don't know why I recorded it at such bad quality because I think it's when I was living here. And or maybe it was the last, I can't remember. But I remember I played it pretty soon after it came out, and the video quality is just bad. And plus, I have better audio quality now, so I'm like, I might as well just re-record it, re-upload it, and do that, and enjoy the game again, especially since it's spooky times. So that will be happening. But yeah, overall, like, Core Keeper, great game, especially if you're really into like crafting survival games, and you like, I really like the 2D aesthetic. The soundtrack is fantastic. crafting very easy to get into and all that and figure out, and it's just a very good game. I applaud the makers of Core Keeper. They made a fantastic little game, and I had a lot of fun playing it both by myself and with my friends. So yeah, thank you all for being here for this Monday Manifest. Like, they're gonna be kind of random lengths depending on like the topic and how much I have to say. Like, there's really not a lot to say about Core Keeper. I like it. I don't have a whole lot of critiques. I kind of laid out what I didn't like about it. Like, there's some areas that kind of suck and all that, but I mean, that's just, there's always going to be parts in games that are harder than others and all that. But, you know, we learn how to overcome and adapt, or we just die multiple times and don't worry about it too much. But, yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday, and I will see you for the next Monday Manifest. Ciao.